Hello.
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 Greetings. I am Dr. Brenda K. Williamson.
I am Dr. Dawn Omilade Hicks Safari.
My name is Rosalind Fulton.
I am Sherricka Carpenter Stanley, and I am a
woman of refinement.
Woman of refinement. A woman of refinement.
A 2024 woman of refinement.
Hello, everyone. I am Dr. Renita, and I am the founder and visionary of the Refining Life Incorporated. And I am so excited to be here with you today as I introduce to you one of our 2024 Women of Refinement. We started Women of Refinement and acknowledging these amazing women back in 2016 with a cohort of 7 women. And here we are in 2024, getting ready to add 4 new women to that cadre. And it brings us up to 22 women who we will honor and revere and acknowledge and get to meet. Some women who are seen by so many, yet seen by so few at the same time, who are doing incredible work in this world, who are helping other people refine their mind so that they can lead a more positive and productive life. And these women are just the bomb.com.org.net. It just, there's no other way to describe them fully. I mean, they are amazing. So today, I'm excited to bring to you Sherricka Carpenter Stanley. Sherricka.
Hey. Hello. I'm still trying to get over the bomb.com.org.net. I love it.
The issue is when you just stop at one, that's not really explaining. You need to give all of the answers. Get there. Help people get there.
Yes, absolutely. How are you today?
I am doing so great because I'm talking to you. It helps make my day bright.
Same here.
Well, Sherricka, we are going to launch right in because I know everyone is interested in, what, this woman of refinement, who is she? So my question to you is, who is Sherricka Carpenter Stanley?
Well, Sherricka Carpenter Stanley first is a believer. I have to say that first. I'm a believer. That is the beginning and the end of everything that I am. And then I'm a wife. I am a mother of amazing children who I call my cubs because I'm Mama Bear. I am an author. I'm an author of several books, and I have one coming out. I cannot wait because the end of this week, we will be previewing it and getting pre-orders ready. So I'm excited about that. And then I have another one in the chamber. So that's exciting as well. I am also a bookstore owner. As you can see, I am sitting virtually in Next Chapter Bookstore and Gift Shop located inside of Ben's Boys Restaurant. Yay to the Wyatt family. Shout out to them. Located in Friendly Center here in Greensboro. And so we are inside of there. We have been called the Black Cracker Barrel because people can they can shop and they can eat. We've been compared to busboys and poets. So from our people up north that come and see us, but we love this gem of a space because we house over 70 plus creatives. And one of them is our own Dr. Renita and her and we have authors and artists and jewelry makers and you can see t-shirts. We have it all. So I am excited to be the owner and curator of this gem of a spot. And I am a sister and a daughter, and I am a friend, a sister friend to a whole lot of my sisters. So that's who I am. I am Sherricka Carpenter Stanley.
You phenomenal. See, that's just the intro. See, I already told y'all. We could stop here. We're not, but we could. That could be the But I will tell you, I went to Busboys and Poets for the first time this past weekend. And yes, I went directly to Ben's Boys and Next Chapter. I said, you know what?
Yes.
I've been here, but I haven't been here. Like at Ben's Boys and Next Chapter, everybody there was so loving. It felt like family. Like we had whole straight discussions while I was waiting on my takeout order. It was great. So, another place and space that is curating cultural conversation and cultural connections. So big shout out to Busboys and Poets and Next Chapter and Ben's Boys.
Yes, absolutely.
Two amazing places. So if you're ever in the DMV and DC, that area, and I'm sure Busboys and Poets might be somewhere else, but I know they're there.
They are.
And if you're ever in Greensboro, North Carolina, make sure you head over, get some good food, get some good knowledge, get some good culture, get some good books, get a good t-shirt and a pen and maybe a gibbet for your shoe. Get all the things.
All the things are here. All the things are here.
And I'm hoping, because conference is September 28th, that maybe you might be either doing pre-sale or selling some of your books and maybe other books there, because of course we have space for you because you are
yes, ma'am. Absolutely, absolutely. And let me know. We'll figure it out. I don't know how to do it. You know, we can figure it all out. We can figure it all out.
Just tell me you want to make it happen. We'll make it happen.
Let's do that. Let's do that.
Yes, absolutely. So our next question is, could you name an experience that refined your mind, that shifted your mindset, that helped you start to lead a more positive and productive life?
The first thing that comes to mind is my grandmother's diagnosis of breast cancer when I was a junior in high school. That's the first thing that comes to mind, because in that moment, finding out the diagnosis first, but then understanding how our life was going to go forward. You talked about being positive, something positive that refined my mind. It really made me look at life in a different way and how precious it is, even at 17 years old. At 17 years old, it was, okay, I've got to do things a little bit differently. I've got to live life a little bit differently. I've got to push, because here's a woman that has sacrificed her entire life taking care of me. And now, her diagnosis only came in such a bad way because she didn't want to tell anyone what was going on with her, because she knew that we would stop life for her and take care of the woman that had been taking care of us. And so I did that. So every morning before going to school, it was changing her dressing for her incision and taking care of her and making sure when I got home from sports and school and all the things that I did in high school, making sure that she was taken care of, that she was fed. So it changed my mindset when it comes to even seeing people. I told you, I started out by saying I'm a believer. It changed the way I see people in the world. It made me much more aware of seeing people and noticing just the little small details, noticing if someone needs a hug, noticing if someone needs a kind word, a smile. And then I started giving that. And that's who I've been ever since. I think I was that before, but I think I became more refined in that moment, getting that diagnosis, because it was different for me, because I had to start thinking about life in a totally different way. And so that's the first thing that came to mind when you asked that question. So probably, and that may have been, I don't even think that was 17, that was 16 years old, because it was my junior year in high school. So absolutely, that was the moment that made me see the world differently than I had seen it before, and just kind of taking life for granted. So yeah, I would have to say that, my grandmother's diagnosis.
And that's huge, to allow that to be a positive. So many people hear diagnoses in any type, and it's immediately a negative experience. But Absolutely. To look at that time and see it as a positive, no matter what was going to happen, right? This positively changed who I was. So that is empowering all in itself.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It changed the way I went about even thinking about school, college. I mean, it made my decision. I mean, I didn't want to be far from her. So going to A&T, I thought to myself, okay, I'm at least away, but I'm not that far away that I can get to her when I need to. Like it changed the way I looked at life in every single way. It made me push even harder with my studies to make sure that I got a scholarship, because I knew, again, this is a woman that had taken care of me, but I also knew that she was not going to be able to put me through school. And so I knew that was something that I was capable of doing. So again, all of that changed me in a way that in that moment, because I can take you back to the day. I can take you back to the day. That's how I know that was the moment that was, there's the podcast called The Pivot. They talk about those pivotal moments. And that one for me is absolutely a pivotal moment. It is.
Yes. Well, and I love that you actually gave a segue into my next question.
Okay. I'll
So,
segue.
hello. One of the things that we are trying to make sure that we do at the 2024 conference is create thoughts and moments that are intergenerational.
Mm,
So many times we get into these women's spaces and it's really just a certain group of women. A lot of times it's women who are like in their career years, like just pre-retirement or maybe some that have just hit retirement or, it's just that age. And we forget that we were people before we got to those ages. We forget that there are other people who we are attached to that are prior to those ages. And we're getting all this knowledge, this wisdom, this sister girl moment. And we forget that these other young ladies need that too.
absolutely.
So our goal is that every single panel this year touch the intergenerational. That we don't just talk about the us now who, a lot of times our moms, our aunties, the auntie age. No, why didn't we get this before? What else do we need? What did we need before now? What do we wish that we had? And be able to give that as a gift.
Yes.
To these other generations. And so I decided to ask a person who's in another generation what she would want to know from the Women of Refinement. I said, I need an intergenerational question, a question that's not just coming from me and my age. And she said her question was, or is, what keeps you motivated to keep going no matter what?
My why. My why keeps me going. And my why, remember I told you about those cubs of mine. My babies keep me going because if they see me doing the thing that I'm pushing them to do, I'm constantly telling them. My favorite song is I Hope You Dance. And I'm constantly telling them, I want you to dance, live this life to the fullest. I want you to, you know how you take a towel and you wring it out and you try to get all the water out of it. That's what I want to do with life. I want to wring it out until there is not a single drop left. And I want my children to do the same. But I can't do that if they don't, that I can't expect that of them if they don't see that of me. And so for me, I'm going to live my life until that towel, every single drop. So everything that I want to do, I'm going to write. I've been a teacher. I was an educator for 20 plus years. And I was telling students all the time, go for your dreams, do this, do that, try this, try that, telling my students, telling my children, but I was not doing that thing. And so for me now, the motivation is my why. Why do I get up in the morning and do the things that I do? It's for them so that they see me, because children can hear you all day long. But if they don't see you going forward, if they don't see you living out your dreams, okay, Ma, yeah, you wrote down this goal and put it up on your closet. I'm looking at it right now. It's like you put it up on your closet, you put this goal up, but are you really going for next? Are you really going for the bookstore that you talked about? Yes, I am. It's here. It's here. Are you really writing that book that you talked about? Here's the sample. Yes, I am. What do you guys think about it? Here's the next one I have in the chambers. Listen to this one. What do you think about? And watching all their eyes light up as they listen to me read the book, the next book that I'm talking about. So absolutely, the thing that keeps me going is my why. That's the motivation, my why. And so for the intergenerational, for my young ladies, find out what your why is and write that down. And then put that in front of you, and that becomes your motivation every single time when you don't feel like doing the thing, when you're tired, when you're up till 2:00 in the morning, but you have to be up at 6:00 in the morning. You find your why, but also take care of yourself in that. I'm learning to do that as well. I'm learning that rest is also something that we also need. So that's part of my why too. I need to rest. I need to make sure I'm doing the things that make my body healthy. I mean, I'm trying to get better. I am not there. Trust me. I am not there. But definitely my why is my children. They motivate me. I look at them. I look at these young people and I look at the wonder in their eyes and the way they see the world. It excites me. It gets me excited and it makes me want to learn even more. So I would say that find your why and put that in front of you and then go from there.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. And the why is something I've taught future educators. I've worked with young kids on it. I work with grown women about it. My coaching clients, I talk to them about it. The why is so strong.
It is.
And I tell, so, I'm homeschooling. And that was one of the things we did first thing when we started homeschooling last year, and we'll revisit it this year because your why may shift as you have more experiences.
It does.
I always tell everyone, you have to have a why so strong that it's going to push you when you don't want to be pushed.
That's right.
If it's not that strong, that's not your why.
Absolutely. I 1000% agree. That's one of the things that I've done when I've done like a professional development. I'll tell people, I say, I know people tell you to put your phone up during professional development. No. I want you to take your phone out and I want you to put a picture up of your why. And I want you to have that up while we're doing this seminar, while we're talking, because everything that I'm talking about, when you look down, you see exactly why you're doing this. Why am I doing professional development? Why am I learning this information right there in front of you? There it is. So absolutely. Absolutely. I love it.
Hello. Come on, digital picture frame. Have it right there for you. Yes, I love it. I love it. Well, the next question I have for you is, what are you looking forward to at Refining the Mind 2024?
Oh, I am looking forward to gleaning. I love when I say to you, I still have journals full of notes from past refining life conferences. I have several notes. As a matter of fact, I was looking for one the other day because I wanted to find a quote from it. Because when I say to you, you talked about that .com and bomb.com, bomb.net, the women that have been at the Refining Life conferences, I still follow them, because just to see what they're doing, just to see what they're saying, anytime I get to sit at the feet of women who are doing the thing, who have the knowledge, the wisdom, they haven't figured it all out, but they're willing to give it. And I love a woman that will not hoard information. I love it. If I could sit at the feet. Now, I don't want to just drink from your well and not pour into you as well. Now, when I don't want to do that. That's not something I want to do. I don't want to suck you dry. I don't want to do that. But I do want to, whatever overflow you have, I want to be sitting in that saucer of that cup of overflow of whatever you have to say and whatever you have to give. I want to be right there in that saucer, sucking it all. I want to be that person. I want to be the person drinking from that well, because the Refining Life women have been amazing at the conferences that I've gone to. And I love the ones that are repeat speakers, because then you get to see, okay, what have they learned in the last 365 days that they want to tell us again? No, not again, but this time around. So that's what I'm looking forward to most, is sitting at the feet of refined women.
And I love the idea of talking about repeat people. And we have some people who are repeats this year. We have a lot of new women as well, but I think about Yolanda Raven. Raven.
That's the first one I had. That is the first one. That sister is a powerhouse.
She was a keynote, I think, in 2016. And when we did our first virtual conference, I think it was 2020, she did a special VIP session. And then she did a shorter session for a general public. And then she was keynote in 2022. Yeah. And the differences in the way her life and her mind has been refined. Never once was it a duplicate. Never.
That's what I'm saying. Every time I've ever seen her, as I was speaking, that's who I had in my mind. That was she was the image I had in my mind, because every time I've ever heard her speak, she always makes me go, oh, ooh, and sometimes ouch, ooh, okay. But that sister brings it every single time. And that's why I say there are people that I still follow. She's one of those people that I still follow, just to see what she's doing, just to see where life is taking her, and to be able to watch that, because even watching that journey just lets me know I got next. I love, you know what I mean? I love watching our sisters. It's like, okay, the line is moving up and here I come. I love watching that. And so that's what I look forward to most. I hope, even though we're a panelist, I hope I can have a little notepad up there. So I can
have a notepad. You can be.
I'm not leaving any nuggets. I'm not leaving any nuggets. No.
We invite you. We encourage it. Enjoy. And, you talk about women who do multiple things. She just finished in Raleigh doing, I think, No Fear, No Blues is the name of the show. And it's all about Nina Simone and her life, and her journey. But she's still a corporate lawyer. Let's be very clear. And she's out here. She's producing records. Like she's getting ready to have a new record come out. She votes for the Grammys. That I mean,
when I saw that votes for the Grammys and a lawyer, I mean, again, I have all this in my notes. When that sister said all that, I said, how is she doing that? How is she doing that?
And it's touchable, like it.
Right.
And so Yolanda.
Yes.
Yes. So I mean, just
I love
fabulous.
her.
And she was a 2018 Woman of Refinement. So you all are in class together.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's the whole got next. I love it because, you know, just coming in and watching her and then being able to see that. I love that. And I'm not saying the got next in like this braggadocious type of way, but just, you know what? We all get to do this. We get to do this thing on our own journey, and it excites me. So
yes,
I'm
excited. We can all win. We can all show up. We can all be light. We can all do the thing, and it doesn't stop anybody else's thing.
That's right. That's right. That's right. We've got to learn that.
Yes. So as women, hopefully at conference, we will continue to cement that ideal that it's a whole bunch of women in the room who are doing it. Mm-hmm. And who want to do more of it or something else of it, and they will encourage you to do whatever your it is as well. Yeah. And we won't stay in community. It's not just about this one day and this one moment. Thank God for social media that we can follow people's journey, because we have presenters coming from out of state this year.
I love it.
They're going to be coming from everywhere, and women who are going to be attached to this from everywhere, and you don't have to let each other go.
That's right. Yeah, come on. You don't have to let each other go. I love that.
Hold on to me. I need you to hold on to me. You know, that's part of the selfish nature of refining the mind, and why I always, want people come back, bring more people, because you know what that gives me? More people.
More people.
More people. Because I'm a hold oner until I have to let you go, honey. We're gonna hold on.
Yes.
I release you if I need to, but if I don't have to, welcome to the family.
Well, welcome to the family.
Yes. All right, so our last set of questions. Actually, I adapted. So for many of you all, you've seen the show Inside the Actor Studio. You see James Lipton ask these 10 questions at the end of the show. Mm-hmm. Well, I said I was borrowing them from him, but I realized he borrowed them from somebody else. So there was a French series called Bouillon de Culture.
Okay.
By Bernard Pivot, and he started the questions, and then James got them, and then he adapted them to what he was doing, and now I got them, and I'm adapting them to what we do.
Yes. So one adapt one. So there we are.
You don't need to start from scratch if you don't have to.
That's right. Don't reinvent the wheel.
So years ago, we started this series called Refining Reflections, and we would have a woman come, and she would present to other women about her success journey and what she had to do, how her mind had to be refined to get to the place of success where she is. Mm-hmm. And it's still one of my favorite series. I still plan on bringing it back. It will probably virtually, but we may do some in person like we used to. Tony Shaw, who was also a Woman of Refinement in 2028, was one of our presenters at one of our Refining Reflections, and I learned so much about her that day. And part of it came in these 10 questions. So I have 10 questions for you. First thing that comes to the top of your head, you don't have to explain. Explain if you want to, but just roll with it. Okay?
Sounds good to me.
First question, what is your favorite word?
Ooh. Wow, that's a good one. I would have to say, ooh, Renita, you got me on that one. I've got to really think about that. Inevitable.
That's a fun one to say too. It's yummy. What is your least favorite word?
Ooh. I would probably have to say racism.
Mm-hmm. What turns you on creatively, spiritually, or emotionally?
Ooh, nature. That's an easy one. Nature. Because I love sunflowers, a sunset, a sunrise, all of that. Yeah. Nature. Mm-hmm. Rain, too. Rain. Ooh. I love rain. Love rain.
What turns you off?
Injustice.
You said this already, but you can repeat it. What is your favorite song?
I hope you dance.
What is a sound or noise that you love?
My children's laughter.
What is a sound or noise that you hate?
A sound or noise I hate would have to be the first thing I can think of is like spewing something negative, like anything negative. So that's the first thing I can think of.
Okay. What profession other than your own would you love to attempt?
See, that was tough because I'm attempting this one already, but I'm gonna say this, and people are gonna be like, "This girl is crazy," but I would love to be a gymnast. I grew up wanting to be Mary Lou Retton, honey. But
who is mad?
Simone Biles and Gabby Douglas, all those girls make me smile. If I cry every single time I watch them. I cry because I never, people talk about Black presidents and women as presidents. I never in my life thought I would see a Black gymnast. Like I grew up wanting to be married, a little white woman, bless her heart, with a big old smile in 1984, winning all those gold medals. I wanted to be her so bad. But so that's the only thing I can think of, because right now I am doing what I love. I am.
Well, I'm going to say start stretching now. At the Point Company and Technique Conservatory, they are offering adult classes. So you might want to start taking those on Thursdays, stretch regularly, and then start, mechanics.
Yeah.
Yeah. So your time's not done.
Right.
Still face off.
It is, but I'm going to go with it.
Okay. So next question. What profession would you not like to do?
I would not want to be president.
Oh, yes, I feel that.
I would not want to do that. I would not want to do that.
That is a song.
That is yes. I would not want to do that.
And the final question is: what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
Well done, my good and faithful servant. And right over there's your grandmama.
I love it.
Right over there waiting for you.
Those are all of my questions for today. I am once again so honored to be able to honor you along with the team from the Refining Life, and looking so forward to having you with us, not only as an honoree, but as a panelist.
Yes.
At Refining the Mind Women's Conference 2024, the 10th annual.
I'm so proud of you. So proud of you. Thank you for having me. This is an honor. It is. Right. It's an honor. Yes. Well, I'm super proud of you. You keep doing the things. You keep doing the things. I'm super proud of you.
Well, thank you so much. Well, if you all have enjoyed this today and can't wait to meet Sherricka in person, make sure that you register and that you have yourself at Refining the Mind 2024. You can find that information at our website, www.therefininglife.com, or you can head over to Give Butter and just register directly. You can register at givebutter.com/RTM 2024, and it will take you straight to registration. But if you go to our website, you'll learn even more about our organization. You'll see about our wonderful Refined Expression ambassadors, which we're excited to have that arm of the Refining Life bursting and jumping this year, and just be ready for greatness at conference. We will have our panels. We will have some movement. We will have the Point Company and Technique Conservatory performing, and some surprises for you along the way. We love you all. I love you, Sherricka. Thank you again for being here with me, and looking forward to seeing all of you all on September 28th. Love you. Bye. Bye.